breath. Deep breath. Hold it.
In this series, we're going to be talking about how to develop a successful winning attitude. Many people, when they look at somebody that's successful, they go, hey, well, look at that guy or look at that woman. Aren't they lucky? Aren't they just so lucky they just fell into something? Well, that's not necessarily the case. Most of the time, these people have worked hard to condition their minds to become successful. Nobody's going to drill an oil well in your backyard or walk up to your door and give you a golden lottery ticket. You're going to have to reprogram your mind to think successfully, to think in successful ways. That's what this series is going to be about. Okay, the first thing about learning to program yourself to become successful is you need to look at yourself. Be brutally honest with yourself. Go look in the mirror and say to yourself, what's happened to me to get me in this place in the last 3 years? And what am I going to do to change that over the next 3 years? If you don't change what you've done in the last 3 years, over the next 3 years, you're going to be in the same place you are right now in 3 years from now. Isn't that depressing? So have that conversation with yourself. Really examine what you're willing to do to make those changes. Okay, 90% of life is how you look at things. If you go around and you're always trying to find fault, you're always trying to find the catch, you're always trying to find the problem, and you're walking around with your butt on your shoulders all the time, you're going to have trouble being successful. You've got to be excited and happy about life. Get up every morning and tell yourself you're going to have a good day. You're going to go out there and you're going to do the best you can. You're going to look for the opportunities and look for the excited people. You're going to look for the things that you can do to become successful. Bad things happen all the time, but successful people find ways to overcome them. You know, most people want to be successful, but they really don't want to pay the price to be that successful. They just want to hand it to them. Well, that's never going to happen. You've got to educate yourself. One of the reasons why people put this whole library of videos together is so that you can do exactly that. The more education that you give yourself, the more time you spend on this website, the more confidence that you'll develop. The more you'll understand all the products that Genesis Pure has and how great they really are once you begin to use them and then once you begin to share them. Your success every day depends on how you start your day. I start my day every morning. First thing I do is I take my E2, my metabolic boost, and I jump in the shower. When I come out of that shower, I go stand in front of the mirror and I have a talk with myself and the Lord. And I say, thank you, Lord, for this morning. And thank you, Lord, for all the opportunities that you're going to give me today. And I promise that I will go out and do the best I can do to take advantage of every opportunity you lay out in front of me. And I'll do all I can do all day long. And if you go do all you can do, then all you can do is enough. God will take care of the rest. When you decide to go into business for yourself, there's a lot of freedom connected to that. You have the freedom to work or not work. You have the freedom to sit on the couch and watch TV all day long, or you have the freedom to go out and do something successful. You have freedom, but you also have responsibility. You have responsibility to yourself, you have responsibility to your family, you have responsibility to your business, you have the responsibility to pay your bills. You have the responsibility to train yourself and become the best that you can be at what you want to become. That is freedom with responsibility. Now, most people, when they start something new or start working with a new idea or concept, they're not very good at it. Even Mozart, when he first started playing the piano, wasn't any good at it either, but he kept at it. You need to be patient with yourself. Spend time educating yourself. Go out and practice with these techniques that you learn. Give yourself an opportunity to succeed. Don't just give up just because you get somebody says no or gives you a hard time or you get flustered or something. Go back and revisit these videos. Spend more time with them. Go out and practice some more and practice some more. Eventually you'll get great at it. Now, your level of success in life has everything to do with what you're willing to accept. If you're willing to accept being average and ordinary, that's what life will give you, average and ordinary. If you're willing to accept being disillusioned and unhappy, life will make you disillusioned and unhappy. If you are willing to accept financial problems, that's exactly what life will give you. But if you're not willing to accept those things, and you work hard on yourself and at your craft, you can achieve anything you want to do in life. Many times I see people, they start working at something and it doesn't go fast enough for them and they get frustrated. But you have to give your efforts time to compound. You have to give yourself time to learn and to gain momentum, the emotional and mental momentum that you need to have. You have to be patient with the people you bring in because they're going to have to go through the same thing. You have to give your efforts time to compound. Many times I see people quit early when just around the corner the next person they bring in is going to take them to the next level. Be patient with yourself. Okay, when you go out there and you bring people into the business, you're going to have different kinds of people. You're going to have some that get really excited and want to build the business. You're going to have others that they're excited but they just want to use the products. Then you're going to have others that really just can't make up their mind one way or the other. You have to invest your efforts and energy into the ones that really want to build the business. The ones that are consumers, they're just as important because they're your customers and they consume the products and they use them and they'll become a good referral base. But don't get frustrated because they don't want to do the business. They'll help you, but they just don't want to do the business. Go out and work with the ones that do. Okay, the cleverness of theory is no match for the mess of reality. Most things in business, when you go out and try to apply them in the real world, 80 or 90% of them just aren't going to work out the way you think they're going to work. Just like your NFL football coaches, all their plays on paper are perfect plays. Every one of them is supposed to do a touchdown. Well, when you get them out on the field, it don't quite work out that way. 90% of everything they do doesn't work. It doesn't result in a touchdown. The game is won on the 10% that do. Life is just like that. That's just the way it is. You know, when you watch these big football sports teams, you really have to look at what makes the difference between a really, really great team and a reasonably mediocre team. And they all know how to play football. They all know how, they've been doing it for years. They all know the rules. They know everything else. But what makes a great, consistently winning team is that they go out there and they work hard and they do it a little bit more. They practice and they work at it and they do a little bit more. They play hard. They show up. They do a little bit more. They do all the things that all the other ones do, but they do a little bit more. When you do this business, if you want to win, you have to do it and do a little bit more than all the rest of them. Then you'll win. The mark of a person that can do this business and do it successfully is someone who can learn to start all over again every single day. You might have had a few setbacks yesterday, or you might have had something that slowed you down the day before, but the winners and people who succeed are going to start the morning and make a commitment to start all over again and do everything they can do and go at it and build a quality business with quality people, with quality concepts, and a quality method. And that's what we do here at Genesis Pure Fast Start. Okay, we built the Genesis Pure Fast Start training program to help you build your organization within the Colling group. We are like an NFL league. There's other competition. There's other people in our company that are competing with the Colling group to build. And very much like all the other teams in the NFL, each coach has their own private playbook, and come game day, that's what they're using. Well, this website, the Fast Start Training website, is the Colling group and your group's private playbook. Protect it and build with it. You know, a lot of times I have people ask me, they say, Bob, if we keep recruiting like this and growing like this, we're going to run out of people. And well, first of all, the Genesis Pure products are food products, and they're consumable. People use them every day, so we'll run out of people when they stop breathing, eating, and drinking water. And if you drive by one of these kindergarten classes out there anywhere in the country, you can see those kids out there running around. They're mini IBOs. They'll be IBOs for you in 20 or 30 years. So no, we're not going to run out of people anytime soon on this planet, I promise you. Okay, Genesis Pure, we're opening up new countries all over outside the United States, all over the globe, and so we're growing and growing and growing. Our projections are right now, our growth with this company is in its infancy. It's just barely coming out of the ground. We have 20, 30 years of growth ahead of us before we even think about the momentum of this slowing down. You can go out there and you can feel free to build your business as large as you can, as fast as you can, and win with Genesis Pure. Okay, excitement is contagious. Enthusiasm is contagious. If you become excited and you're enthusiastic, when you contact your people, everybody in your organization, all your contacts, all your referrals, all your IBOs, everybody you come in contact is important. Share your stories. Be on the lookout for new stories, great stories. Keep them boiled down to 1 minute. Just go out there. Nobody wants to talk to a dead, dull, disillusioned crybaby. Be excited. Be upbeat. Call these people. Don't wear them out. Just spend a little bit of time with them and get on with your business. Okay, I want to talk about leadership and building this business. You're going to have 3 different kinds of people you're working with. You're going to have people that want to do the business. You're going to have people that want to be consumers, and then you're going to have people that haven't decided one way or the other yet. Now, as you contact these people and keep up with them, each and every one of them is important. Either they're going to become a passive consumer and they're just going to use the products, or they're going to become an active builder, or they'll just be a good source of referrals. When you call these people, always have a good message, a good story, a little 1-minute story about a success that you know of, that somebody has, the products or this business has helped. You know, in order to be successful in life, you have to approach life or any business. It doesn't make any difference what it is, or any college class, or any other endeavor that you do. You can't approach things in a half-butted, lackadaisical, lazy way and expect championship results. You've got to apply yourself. You're going to have to dig in, go through these videos, train your mind, train yourself, practice out in the field, work with people, go through all the things you need to do to become successful, and you will win.
Trading my sorrows, I'm trading my shame. persecuted, not bent, struck down but not destroyed. I am blessed beyond the curse, cause his promise will endure, and his joy is gonna be